one point, you get to where somebody's like kind of looking out for you. And I was like, oh, I feel like they're looking out for me. Like, that's what's up. And then, but they're not getting certain things. Like, I don't know. Like, they were like, oh, they're not, that person isn't good enough for you. Like, you can do better. And I was like, oh. But I was like, still don't say it like that. Like, oh my God. Like, you know, I was like, that's kind of like, ouch. And then I was like, well, at least one person I went over to see all the time, which I kind of like. Um, they didn't really say that there, but everybody else kept kind of messing it up. And I was like, ugh. So I just stopped it. I was like, I don't know, because I don't want to go over here and then, you know, somebody always intervenes or somebody, it's always weird or they're always like, and I was like, but then I don't know because you're doing the whole imagery thing. So are you trying to tell me that that's the snake? And I was like, ouch. You know, because I was like, dang, but then that's not right. And every time, oh, that was I was like, hold on, so this is, and I asked, do you know this person? And I was like, and then why would they tell me that, like, this information, and then somebody just started blurting stuff out. And then they like asking me about some best friend they had that was a dealer. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Whatever. And how they got property or something. I was like, that's good for them. Like, I'm really not concerned about their, whatchamacallit. You know what I mean? Like, their dealings. And I'm like, but then I go there and it's weird. I'm like, oh, this is a lie. And I'm getting hammered. Nobody else is getting hammered like me. I'm like, I get hammered by people even trying to help, but I'm like you're helping, but you're trying to help real ones outside of where I stay. Majority try to help, and I'm just like, why are you But then in the same breath, like you're kind of like you're overdoing it and causing a headache. Like you're having me think about stuff. It is a lot that I've been through secretly and not so secretly. From being in a window and somebody said something about, from standing in the living room and somebody said something about, from standing in the doorway and somebody said something about, and doing it over and over again. And it makes me like, it gets me so angry. I don't even try to focus on that. I just try to focus on what I want. And I was like, I want my own kid, my own life, comfortable situation, a house on a lake with a boat. I was like, that's what I want to focus on. And then I had to be a realist. How am I going to get it in this situation? With everybody else doing whatever they want. And what did I want to tell me some? That's that whole black people comment. Stop it. If you watched you your whole life, you probably made some comments like um, some stereotypical comments in your life being funny or not. You probably made some comments that were taken out of context and utilized in the wrong way, or you could easily have been. Like I told the one white couple that I think I put online, I was telling them about like standing around when gunshots go off in the hood. You could have been making a joke like that, slip on the end. Um, they always standing around listening and watching it, being funny. But then somebody take it, tie it into their propaganda, the way they say it, and think it's funny. Then you bring in health stuff. And I'm like, whoa. Now you're bringing in health stuff. And somebody outside talking to me now. And so I'm just like, that junk ain't even right. That like makes me sick. Like that's like what the. Now all of a sudden they're taking it to another. They're trying to add another twist to it because I looked up something this morning. All these fun stories because somebody won't take the initiative and at least close chapter on some of them. You leave everything wide open. You leave Harlem Hospital wide open. You had Mount Sinai. Remember Mount Sinai? Morningside? Just so happened I go into the hospital with somebody. Then there's like a lady in a homeless, like building homeless stations in the drive bay, smoking in the bathroom, which that's not normal for them. I was like, this is not normal. What is going on? Like everybody was so focused on everything else, and there was like 6 officers in there standing around me, and one putting this, and they're getting a kick out of like somebody trying to make it seem like they're going to take me in there, and which never happened. Like, yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and do you, and I'm just like, what? Huh? Like, okay. And just try to distract, I guess. Distract long enough. Like, why are they, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, why are they doing all this extra stuff? And the next thing you know, it's pop. I'm like, whoa. But they not even distract me. Kind of make me like, huh? And so many people sitting around watching where I'm like, you got a lot of people that know some funny shit going on. You got a lot of people that's looking suspect. And that would make no sense as why somebody would go so hard about trying to have me get in trouble or X'd or this or that. Because if that was the case, if you got this and you got away with that, then is that why they want you? No, nigga. When you just like deny like hell and have already came out and said, yay. So like, wouldn't protecting me be moving me to like Oklahoma, Idaho, Wyoming, and staying with somebody's, I don't know, staying in a, you could do a safe house, witness protection program, change name, identity. He died, and we went and picked him up. And then when I go in and contest something, like when I went to Harlow Hospital and contested stuff on something, like say that was your, oh, we were trying to get you in. I contested it. I'm confused. And wrote to the higher ups. With someone who made sure I get in contact with again today. And I went to other people's apartments that were nice or like up the hill. It was a little peaceful. It was quieter. But then instead, it was like they already knew. When stuff started to kind of follow me there. I'm not talking about just about people on the street talking. Way weird. Then here, there goes the neighborhood. Then I put on Brittany, and first thing she said is, so I'm like, yeah.